There's a moment just before you break when the world goes quiet. Not a peaceful quiet, an empty quiet. The kind of silence that weighs more than noise ever could. Marcus Webb stood in that silence, tears running down his face. His family frozen around him like statues in a museum he had built himself. He didn't know how long he'd been standing there. Days? Weeks? It didn't matter anymore. Time had stopped meaning anything. It started like every other day, 5:30 a.m. The alarm screamed, but Marcus was already awake. He'd been awake since 4. Mind racing through the impossible list. Work deadlines, school pickups, Lily's doctor appointment, the one they'd postponed twice already. Noah's soccer fees due today, Emma's parent-teacher conference he'd forgotten about, Sarah's disappointed silence. The morning was a war zone. Lily wouldn't eat anything, nothing. 4 days of this. Noah couldn't find his permission slip, and the field trip was today. Emma's phone was lost again, 3rd time this month. Sarah was on another emergency call, her voice sharp through the walls. Marcus made lunches with shaking hands. He'd forgotten to buy juice boxes. Again. 9:47 a.m. Marcus's phone rang. Emma's school. She'd gotten into a fight. Nothing physical, words, cruel ones. The counselor used phrases like concerning behavior and acting out. Could he come in? Today? Now? Marcus looked at his desk. 17 urgent emails. His boss standing at the cubicle opening. The Henderson presentation due in 2 hours. Emma sat in the counselor's office, arms crossed, jaw set. The counselor talked about attention-seeking behavior and family stress. Emma had called another girl a word Marcus didn't want to repeat. When he finally asked why, Emma looked at him. "Because you're never there anyway!" The words hit harder than any fight. The drive home was silent. Sarah took Lily in her car. Marcus drove alone. The sun was setting, golden hour light that should have been beautiful. Instead, it felt like an ending. His phone buzzed. Noah's soccer coach. He'd missed pickup. Again. Noah had waited for an hour. A parent he'd never met had given Noah a ride home. The shame was suffocating. He couldn't go inside yet. Couldn't face them. The fireplace. He'd been meaning to fix it for months. Saturday projects turned into Thursday night hiding. Marcus knelt there, tools spread around him, taking apart the gas mechanism with shaking hands, focusing on anything except the fact that he was falling apart. That's when he felt it, a loose stone in the surround. He wasn't trying to find anything, just needed to keep his hands busy, needed to not think. But behind that stone, a compartment, and inside, a rusted metal box, heavy, old. For a moment, Marcus forgot everything else. Here was a mystery, a distraction, something that wasn't his fault. Inside, wrapped in faded velvet, a pocket watch, Victorian, silver, intricate engravings worn smooth by time. The face frozen at 11:11, and on the back engraved in elegant script, "For when the world becomes too much." Marcus read those words 3 times. 4, 5. For when the world becomes too much. Someone, a century ago, had felt this, had needed this, had hidden this. That night, he didn't sleep. Couldn't. The house was silent, the angry kind of silent. Marcus sat in the garage, alone with the watch, cleaning, polishing, making something broken beautiful again. If he could fix this, maybe. For the first time in months, his hands stopped shaking. For the first time in years, he felt something like peace. Friday morning, Sarah still wasn't speaking to him. The kids felt it, that electric tension that comes before a storm. Marcus had the watch in his pocket now. His fingers kept finding it. A talisman, a reminder that someone, somewhere, had understood. He wound it 3 times during breakfast. It didn't work. The mechanism was dead. But holding it helped. Until it didn't. 10:30 a.m. His boss called him into the office. The door closed. "Marcus, we need to talk about your performance." Performance improvement plan. That's what they called it. Code for one more mistake and you're done. His phone rang during the meeting. Sarah. He let it go to voicemail. Another mistake. He listened to Sarah's voicemail in the parking lot. Her voice was different. Not angry. Worse. Resigned. "I can't do this anymore, Marcus. I'm taking the kids to my mother's this weekend. We need space. I need to figure out if this is what I want. Call me when you... Just call me." Silence. Marcus sat in his car, the watch in his hand. For when the world becomes too much. It was too much. He drove home. He had to try, had to explain, apologize, fix it somehow. But traffic, construction, an accident. The GPS said 45 minutes. He didn't have 45 minutes. Sarah was packing, leaving. Marcus's hands gripped the wheel. His breath came in gasps. He pulled the watch out, held it, stared at it. For when the world becomes too much. He wound the crown. Nothing happened. Of course nothing happened. It was broken, like everything else. He couldn't breathe, couldn't think. The world was ending and he was sitting in traffic. "Please," he whispered to the watch. "Please, I just need time. Just a little more time. Please." His thumb found the crown, pressed it, hard, desperate. "I need time to stop!" And then, silence. Complete, total, deafening silence. The car in front of him stopped mid-roll. A bird frozen mid-flight. Everything stopped. Everything except Marcus, and his heartbeat, and the watch, ticking. For the first time in 100 years, ticking.